Broadcasting from Miami, Florida.
Check this out.
Let's go. Welcome to 25-8 The Culture. On who's hot and who's not. Everything hip-hop. Turn it on, turn it up, get it loud. Here we go. You're now vibing with 25-8 The Culture.
What it is, man, this is 25-8 The Culture. Your host, DJ Pablo Maccabee. The boy, Big Money Boy Lance in the building. What it do?
Hey, man, happy to be here. You know the vibes. So it's too early to be drinking. I'm not going to lie. I'm not one of them people that drink at 11 o'clock in the morning. So I don't even got my water up here, but I got my blunt. So we're going to say smoke in both hands. Let's go.
Yo, this episode of Balls and Interviews, we got Seany Hill in the building. What it do?
What's good, people? How y'all feeling out there? Peace, love, and hip-hop. Seany Hill.
Yo, man, I'm happy to have you on the show. And, we're going to get into you, like who you are as an artist and as an individual. So the name Seany Hill, how did it come about?
Seany Hill is a interesting story. The whole dynamic of that was crazy. I had 3 other names before that. Forgive me. I had 3 other names before that. I think the first name was Potential. And then after that, it was Big Sean, Big S. And then after that was, Sean Lennon. I like the name of Sean Lennon, but Seany Hill came about with my first name, which is Sean, and Hill. And I got Hill from Lauryn Hill because Lauryn Hill is my favorite female MC. You know, I don't see her as a rapper. I consider what we see cats are doing nowadays who just want to get that one ticket meal kind of thing and just dip out. That's like the rapper nowadays. An MC, someone that stay true to the game, even in when it get tough. You know? Yeah. And so I took the Hill kind of part was kind of like an understanding of where I kind of put my mindset when I write these bars. I kind of sit on a hill and watch the world. Feel me? So I kind of understand what the world be doing. And I'll just write and just be like, oh, that's happening? Okay. That's happening? All right, cool. And I come to understand that sitting by myself, observing this time, that you can't judge, you know what I mean? You can't afflict harm, pain, ill will, negativity. You know, it has to come all from a positive place. My lyrical gift is a gift from above. You know what I mean? When I tell people, where you gonna write and everything, it was just Most High was just you can't write nothing but the positive shit that's going through your head. You can't put a message out there and have the youth change their mind and coerce their thoughts to be negative. You know what I mean? If you do that, you might as well not even be on this planet. So I'm sitting there every time that I write, I'm writing something with a message. I'm writing something that Lauryn Hill would do. You feel me? I'm writing something that's gonna affect the people and make them change who they are, what they see, what they doing about themselves. Make sure that they walk a righteous path instead of a negative one. Because at the end of the day, they ain't really about that. They don't really need to be about that. It only needs to be about positivity. It only needs to be about less separation and more unity positively from a mental point, from a spiritual point, from all points on the board. And it's a difficult task at itself because people kind of conflict with their own ignorance, their own belief systems, their own trials and errors. You know what I mean? Tragedies, the list goes on. But if they could wake up every day and still be positive and still be loving and still be caring and be real about it and be real to themselves and who they are, we can all kind of find our way through it. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy.
You know,
My message.
I think it's pretty dope because you know what? When you told me your name was Seany Hill, I'm like, I wonder if it has anything to do with Lauryn Hill. You feel me? And to find out that it actually does have to do with something with Lauryn Hill, which she's like definitely one of my top, you know, in my top 10, you know, and definitely my top one as a female MC. You know, like when she went to prison and then she came out with that unplug performance, it was so deep on so many levels, man. You know, like her music to me has like a spiritual, you know, like encounter, and you can actually feel like, you know, the pain and her concern and her wants and her desire and anger and confusion and like everything's just all mixed up in there. And you know, like people were calling her crazy and stuff when she came out. You feel me? With the unplugged joint. And she's one of my favorite MCs ever of all time, man. And I just feel like she's like, you know, like kind of like a God's gift to this earth, like, you know, like
It's crazy.
You know, she's definitely a messenger. And you know, like one thing I do on this show, and you know, I hate, you know, people don't like to be compared to other people, but you know, when I've heard your music, I compared it to Mos Def. You know, I don't know how you feel about that. You know,
That's crazy. Now, it's an honor, as a blessing. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's
Most stuff is for real. That's Brooklyn all the way.
Yeah. Like you have your own sound, but you know, you definitely you have a message. You feel me?
Thanks.
Yeah. So like what got you into hip hop, into music, like your upbringing? Like was it like one day you were in the lunchroom, or you were, you know, around older siblings or younger siblings? Like what brought you into hip hop?
Well, on the real, like I had a bad relationship with my father, and when I was hurt, I would run to the book and the pen, you know, to relieve my emotions. And so like it was a lot of hatred at the time, because I created poetry, but the poetry was a lot of hate poetry. Ironically, how the 180 happened from me starting off writing about negativity so profoundly at an early age, unwillingly, unknowingly, and just lost. You know what I mean? Because like I was hurt, and so a transition from that to like writing poems for girls that I liked in class, thinking that I'd be cool with them, you know? And
that's a fact. That's some smooth shit right there.
You know, and some of them were cool. Some were cool about it. Some of them weren't.
That's life, man. That's life.
That's a fact. It seemed like you identified your gifts early in life. You know what I mean? Like it almost was like your pen was your therapy, your pen and your pad. And it seemed like you found and used your gift early in life. That's dope. And it's important for people to identify their strengths early, and they turn into things that they couldn't imagine. So it's dope to see your early gift of poetry turning into music.
Thanks. Thank you.
No doubt. It also seems like it speaks to how you say you use your gift now positively. It's almost like writing the negativity early allowed you to be like, nah, there's real power in my words. And now that your artist is full-blown artistry is there, you understand like, nah, I need to put some real like uplifting message to let us know we better together than separate. That's super dope, bro. Super dope.
Like this was like a passion of mine that it just took so young, you know, it took really young. And I think after the poems for the girls, it was learning spoken word, you know, and like just learning what that freestyle form was, you know, and then teaching myself after that hip hop because hip hop itself is just, it's a class in itself. It's a subject of itself, you know? And so like when you learn about background about it and then where it's from and who first said it on the mic and like who got ripped off, you know, who got ripped off musically and shit like that. And it's just, you start to understand, yeah, hip hop is like, if it was a person, it's like a slave to itself. Feel me? It's fucked up. It's crazy. Cause like, I think of it as a woman sometimes when I write songs to the beat. I don't know about other MC, but for me, when I write, I kind of think about like a woman sometimes. And it's kind of like crazy. Oh, fuck, I lost my train of thought because I was too high. I'm sorry.
Again, we might jump into those questions already then.
Word. I lost the train of thought. Well, shit, what we smoking on got the thoughts disappearing like that?
Galaxy sign, I don't know, bro.
God damn. All right, what you smoking in? Papers or Dutchess?
I'm using Fronto with raw papers, rolled up. When I was
papers in that Fronto.
When I was younger, I used to roll backwards. I roll backwards. Okay.
Why the switch?
I don't know. I feel like the back would be like a celebration time.
Nah, I feel you. Nah, I'm Dutch all day though. Like I've been fucking with the backwards more lately. We just had a couple people tell me like, yo, nah, fuck with the backwards. I do a little bit of that, but I don't fuck with no grubber, no Fronto, don't pass me none of that, yo.
How come?
Yo, that shit be having me dying.
Oh, bro.
I'll be ready to pass the fuck out. And don't sneak it on me either. I'll hit that shit and I'm gone. That shit is a no-go around here.
Yo, I really wish I got that train on. I apologize, man. That was such a good point.
Nah, it's cool. All right, now you said Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill is a major influence on you. Who else has influenced you musically?
Musically? Do they have to be mainstream?
No, whoever influenced you.
All right. I got a couple brothers back when I was living in New York, in Brooklyn. There was this one cat named Jose Zapata. Like, he was a wild cat. Like, this guy was crazy shit. I don't know where he at. He's like lost on the planet. Like, last time I had a phone call with him, he was talking about, yo, I'm in the Himalayas. I'm like, yo, where the fuck you at? I swear to God, though, that I said that. But he used to rap though. And he was nice. He was really, really, really nice. Like the way his train of thought was, like he would put the words together and like, cause he had such a hard upbringing. Like I don't know, like this brother would just put it together like crazy. I'm just like looking back like, yo. And this other brother from Harlem, Malik King. Yeah, shout out to Malik King 47. Yo, that brother, he taught me a lot about enlightenment, knowledge, wisdom of thyself, power, melanation, nation, power of your pineal gland. You know what I mean? Spirituality, meditation. My brother put me on to a lot. And he taught me a lot about his writing technique and his poetry. That shit is crazy. It's elite. Like, it's different. Like, it's different. I got this other brother. His name is Krizon Dondada, probably your baby's godfather. This brother right here is this brother right here. He used to do acting at first, but he took music really, really seriously. Like he was in writing sessions and writing groups and like, you know, collective places where there's so many musicians and everything. Like he took a real big part of that. And he got like a widespread, like he did tours, like he did college tours and everything like that. but he could sing and put the skills down to the pad. Like he influenced me a lot.
All right, so I'm gonna assume most of our viewers don't know these brothers. So give me like your favorite artist.
My favorite artist?
Yeah, your favorite artist in the game.
Right now?
Yeah.
I say Cole and Kendrick.
Cole and Kendrick. It's funny, when I was listening to you, I was like, I get a Cole vibe. I definitely get a Cole vibe off you, yo.
That's crazy.
Dead ass. I'm bumping this shit all morning, and I'm like, yo, he got a Cole vibe.
The flow and beat selection was more to me on a most def type of flow, and like a mathematics type of joint to me. You feel me? But definitely, you can see the New York conscious influence in your music and as you as an individual. You feel me? Because you got them, conscious New York brothers up there. Like you said, clearing up the pineal gland, meditation, this and that, and health is wealth and whatever like that. When it comes to creating music, what is your process of creating music? Like, do you like to like be home with your pen and your pad, and then when you go to the studio, the magic happens, or like you got to be in the studio? That's where you set the mood for the magic to happen when you lay down a track.
As of late, I'll be in the crib, and I'll just turn the stereo up and just write. When I was younger, I used to write on the train, and writing on the train is different. You see so many different people and everything, like in New York City. Like that was different. Like it felt like home. Like I couldn't write at home because I had so many family members inside the crib. So when I got outside the crib and I was inside the train, I would write. Yeah.
And also too, like what project right now that you're pushing right now?
Right now, I'm pushing Blood in the Garden. It's on SoundCloud. Yeah.
Yo, man, that Blood in the Garden, that shit is fire, son. I love track 47. Settle, what's it called? Settle in Stone or something?
Settle in Stone?
Is it called Set in Stone? Yeah, I fucked with the track. But yo, that shit goes hard. You feel me?
Over 7.
Yo, what's the track where you say I'm on my black hoodie, black Tim's vibe? Oh shit! Like what song is that?
Is that Stumble?
Yeah, all right. Because I was bumping that shit. I'm like, yo, I do not remember the name to this song, but yo, I feel them. Just my black Tims and my black hoodie shit. You know what I mean? Yeah,
that's that Biggie vibe. That's that Biggie. Biggie also, I can say, influenced me as well, and Pop too. A lot of that, when I was going through that negativity, a lot of Biggie songs is not positive. Not saying that he's not positive, but it's just like he knew his negative very well, And so, like when I was going through my shit with my father, it clicked. Like it clicked crazy. Just like just what he was doing, what I was seeing, like what I was feeling, like that pain. Like I think I would like listen to what's that song? Was that Suicidal Thoughts? That was all? The big replay. And at such a young age, it's just like, damn, like it's like really, bro, like you can't be like caught up what you listening to too much because you're gonna really play it out. You're gonna start to see shit. It's like you gotta chill. You gotta chill. You can't do that to yourself. Yeah. But like the music was so influenced, it was so it influenced you. Like it made you feel like, yeah, like this shit is really happening. Like this shit is happening right now. Yeah.
I mean,
that's real hip hop.
Facts. That influenced me. Like, I remember writing a couple joints. Like, it was too much. You know, there's some songs that don't even make it to recording. You know, sometimes I can have a song and be like, I can't even put this out. Like, can't put this shit out. It's like, it's good because you listen and like, yo, this shit crazy. But then you're just looking at everybody else. It's like, what would they think of you right now?
Yeah.
Like, how is your perception look? You know?
Yeah.
That shit hurt.
Yeah, right now, if you could work with anybody in the industry right now, you know, who would you want to, you know, collaborate with?
Mainstream wise?
I mean, yeah, anybody.
Oh, anyway.
Yeah, like anybody. Like, you know, like a dream feature for you would be Lauryn Hill. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, I would say Lauryn Hill, yeah. Or I would say Bob Marley. You know, I like Bob Marley a lot.
Yeah, I
can see that.
That's the global legend right there. You feel me?
I studied music right after I studied hip hop because I loved lyricism so much. I had to teach myself pop, rock, country, folk, reggae. You know what I mean? I had to teach myself these other lyrical genres in order to be like, yo, I feel solidified. So like I could do that. Like I could write songs like that. For Bob Marley, I realized his music was transcendent, different. Like he wrote about love, you feel me? Positivity. Now, let's take this idea. Like, it's really easy to write a negative song. It's really easy. It's very difficult to write a positive song and really mean it and let it transcend.
Yeah.
He did that. And now I'm thinking about Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill did that with her MC capabilities and her singing capabilities. Like, I'm trying to transcend my music. That's why I've been like on this wave. Like, I'm 25, but like I know for a fact, like this is not like a cocky shit or anything like that. But I know for a fact that I want to hit the people with a message from their heart and make it like a wake-up call. You know?
Yeah.
I know I could do that.
Why do you think like negative music is so powerful? Like, you know? Like, you know, like why people want to hear like, hey, you know, shake that ass, you know, drink till you can't, you know, function. Like, you feel me? You know, envy me because I have all this jewelry and expensive stuff, and you wish you could be me mentality, and I could take your whole mentality. Like, you feel me? Like, why is that so popular and people idolize that and put that, like, you know, because like, yo, me, like, you know, because I'm gonna tell you the same thing is like, you know, I had some negativity growing up, and I had obviously the influence based on, you know, music and culture and whatever like that. And, you know, sometimes you gravitate to something that is unhealthy. Like, you're like, damn, I think that crew or gang over there looks cool. Let me go join. It's like, instead of looking at, you know, somebody that's on the chess club and they're on the some, you know, debate team. Like, you know, it's like, why are we always gravitating towards the negativity? It's like, oh, look at that guy playing the piano and the cello, or do I want to be over there, you know, with the girls twerking? Like, we're always gravitating towards negativity. And I don't understand, like, why do we gravitate towards the negativity? You know, I mean, you know, me as an individual, I also gravitated towards, you know, I guess positivity, because, you know, in my house, we play Bob Marley. And there's something about, you know, Bob Marley, like you said, that's why I say he's a global legend. You feel me? Like, who doesn't know who Bob Marley is? Like, you could probably bring up a big artist like Drake, but there's probably people in the Philippines that don't know who Drake is. You feel me? Or somebody in China that's like, who's Drake? But everybody know who Bob Marley is, you know? If they see a picture of him or whatever, And you know, there's something like to me is like at the end of the day, like love is always gonna conquer hate, you know. But I'm like, I just want to know, like, why is it, like, you know, like even like say like there's one thing I try to do in my life, right? I'm like, yo, I'm trying to eat healthy. You saw me with a little shake, you feel me? But for some reason, like, a nigga want a soda, bro. Like, you feel me? A nigga want to, you know, like you be like. You know, you be talking to like the Italis Vital people and stuff like that. You're like, damn, I probably should be eating the celery stick. But for some reason, this cheeseburger just like, it just, negativity just be so, you know, so powerful, man. I don't know, man. What's your thoughts on that, Shawnee?
I think negativity is pushed because of money, power, and respect.
Yeah. You know, like one of my goals is to make like living a clean life cool. You feel me?
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard, bro. It's hard, bro.
He drives you know, and he ain't, you know, negative or like, you know, or like he got a bad check, he don't need to have 50, you know? Like, I don't one thing on the show, I always try to push positivity because I know negativity could, like, you know, bring you down. You know,
That's a fact.
I seen what happens to, you know, some of my friends or people that are around, and it's like they push, you know, negativity, and they get wrapped up and they do Fed time or, you know, or whatever. You know, I just want to show love to everybody, and we can all build and grow together. And there's no jealousy or envy. It's like, you know, it's like that Nas, if I rule the world, you feel me?
Imagine that.
Yeah, you know?
I feel you, but the cello and the piano are really bad examples to the girls twerking. I'm just...
But I'm saying, like, you know, you're on the block, you know, you're thinking about, you know, like... Yo.
Nah, I feel you. But now, on your pro, there's a song called Jive. Now, I've been bumping that shit heavy. Speak about the cover art to that and how you come to that, because that's hard, bro.
Yo, I appreciate you. Thank you, bro. All I can say is that before music was a passion of mine, art was a passion of mine, and like drawing, you know, like I was a young prodigy, you know what I mean? But like elementary, you know, at least because I would just have children come up to me and be like, can you just draw my artwork? And I'm like, all right, I got you. And I would just do it because I love drawing, you know? Yeah. Until one day, there was this cat, like, I remember I was drawing Brooklyn Bridge and I detailed it out. Like, I was in elementary detailing the Brooklyn Bridge out, like, brick by brick. Like, yo, this nigga gonna come up to me. God forgive me. This brother gonna come up to me. And rip my paper in half. Bruh, I was just like, yo, art is different. Like, art is different, bro. Bro, but art is really something for me. Like, I don't know if you see my logo on my company cover. If you've seen it, have you seen it?
Yeah.
No.
He made it.
It's the face. It's the face of the gentleman that's on Jive, because Jive is a man and a female. Mm-hmm. They're both dressed in like this 80s type kind of flow. You know what I mean? Where it's like it's hip. It's getting down. They about to dance. They about to intertwine. You know what I mean? And like that vibration is what I got from it. The instrumental that I used was I believe was Janet Jackson. Yeah, it was Janet Jackson instrumental. Yeah, and like it was different. You know, like I played that instrumental so many times before I wrote that. It was crazy, man. Yeah, that artwork, man. Like, yeah, I took real pride in like just crafting out Samson's reality. If you get to see it, I'll explain more on it.
Yeah, I just sent it over to you.
Yeah, I was just looking at that shit. That is crazy. Yo, you are nice, bro.
I thank you. Thank you. Blessed King. Blessed King. This Samson is the idea of ignorance in us all. So at a young age, like the depression was so thin, like it even affected my artwork from what I was seeing, you feel me? And like what I was viewing and what I was hearing and what I was surrounded by. And so, Samson is like what our ancestors kind of had to go through, what they kind of soaked themselves into unknowingly, unconsciously, unwillingly, willingly, you know what I mean? And so like the little light that you see, that little white part, it's kind of like we were whole, positive first, pure, until we were infected. And so since we are infected, it's kind of like we're using it to scare other people now, to like straighten them out, to make them be like, we know who you are, you know who we are, you're not about it. It was simple as that, because pain, like this type of pain that like we've been all afflicted by, it all comes from the same thing. So it's crazy. It's crazy.
Damn, yo, this is definitely a deep interview, man. Like it could go into stuff into about fatherhood, mental health, showing your emotions, creativity, and also too like how the best artists out here is like you idolize like who they are as an individual, and for them to be that individual, they really went through a lot to bring you the passion and that they have in their music. So it was like, man, I really appreciate how you able to to bring your life experience and your life story into the music, because it's definitely powerful. You feel me? And we think about other artists like like when Lauryn Hill dropped that Unplug album, it's like, she had to have gone through that pain to bring me that work of art that she dropped. And also the same thing for you. It's like you probably went through some type of pain to bring the work of art that you brought to the world. And I'm saying I appreciate your work of art, and I want to give you your flowers now. You feel me?
Damn. Yo. Damn, son.
All right, man. Yo. So this episode is called Bars and Interviews. So we're gonna go to the bars parts. Let's drop some bars real quick. You can do acapella. You got a beat. Like, what's up? What you gonna
do? I don't got no beat. It's cool. You do acapella.
All right, let's go. Let's get it.
I said, I'm clutching sanity. I best take heed. At night, I lay awake until my eyes start to bleed. I shed tears and it feeds my soul. I'm too alive. I've died and I came back and I feel so whole. Oh Lord, in the image of God, never to fold or walk past certain individuals or let them feel the glow. Words from mother, I only made one son, so you should know that you can't go. You must stay. If heaven is close as they truly say, I'ma stay. I'm questioning gray, I'm questioning dream. Now listen, girl, you are my queen. I couldn't see anyone share my energy and light. And even though we may fight, I write these for you. I'm looking through eyes that could be missing you. Rather be kissing you. No need to argue. Don't walk away from me, baby. You know you must stay. Two Geminis official, no issue. Until you realize she is you and you are her, I sit back and question life without you. What do I truly prefer? See, I concur that family and love is what matters the most. And so I toast all the kings and the queens that be in the room. So even if you don't hear me before, I swear you're going to hear me real soon. Man, I'm too well groomed. I'm well in tune. I'm a foot runner. I speed and I dash and I zoom. I'm leaving everything on the floor, a track and a tune. It's going to take more than a broom to clean up the dust, bunnies, honeys, other words for the dirt, calculating the worth, the amount of pain and the hurt. And know for certain, nigga, I've been working, nigga, moving urgent, nigga. I swear to God that this sound gonna last forever. This shit gonna have to stay.
Yeah, my guy, son, that shit is serious, bro. You got a real fucking talent, my guy.
It was fire.
Facts, homie.
Thanks.
Facts.
Thank you, King.
What's up, man? All right, man. Before we wrap it up, man, let the audience know where they can find you at.
Yeah, I can find me at Seany Hill on Instagram. You can just holler at me on SoundCloud, Seany Hill too, or YouTube as well. I'm on Spotify, iTunes, 47. You know, you could go listen to that. Tell me what you think. Peace, love, and hip hop. Seany Hill.
All right, thanks for rocking with your boy DJ Pablo Maccabee for 25-8 The Culture. I'm out.
Lance Draper, hey man, aren't you glad you stuck around for this one? We out of here.
Peace.